Hey, how's it going, launch team? This is Pastor Matt, and I am just sitting here at Starbucks doing my Acts reading. And so one of the things I thought would be fun is rather than focus on the entire 11 through 15, let's focus in on one story. And so here's the story I want you to specifically focus in on while you're doing your reading. I want you to focus in on Acts 11, 1 to 18. And this is the story of Peter coming back to Jerusalem to tell everybody about his encounter with Cornelius. And what happens is the circumcised party in Jerusalem starts to have a problem, or not really a problem, but just let's call it questions. And so they ask Peter, Peter, what are you doing eating with this Gentile? What are you doing meeting with this Gentile? Now, here was their issue. They start talking about things like clean and unclean, and why are you sitting with this Gentile? And you may be asking yourself the question, well, what's the big deal? He's sharing the gospel. Well, here was the big deal. They saw a big distinction between the circumcised and the uncircumcised. They had a bunch of rules that they followed, saying that you could hang out with this person and you couldn't hang out with this other person. And so they were questioning Peter on how he was doing the ministry he was doing. And so here are some of the questions I want you guys to focus in on. One, when they ask those questions, how does Peter handle answering them? As a church plant trying to connect people that are far from God, we're going to be doing some things that, they look a little different. And so, what can we learn from Peter's response to the church in Jerusalem about how he answered the question of here's why we're doing what we're doing, that we can apply to our life as a church plant, and specifically to connecting the disconnected? The other thing I want to ask you is, how did the church respond when Peter answered that way? So those are a few things I want you to focus in on. Really look at that story. If you need to go back and read the story of Cornelius and Peter and how God got Peter to go there, then go ahead and do that. But let's just look at Peter's response and how he responds to the church in Jerusalem, and how the church in Jerusalem then looks at the church of the Gentiles and how God and the Holy Spirit are starting to rain down on them. So remember, our focus is going to be Acts 11, 1 to 18, and I'm looking forward to meeting with you guys this Thursday and talking about how it connects with our vision of experience, connect, and reflect. Thanks a bunch, guys, and keep up all the hard work.